What was meant to be a night of joy, a night to Thanksgiving, a night to welcome the new year, turned into a night of terror. On New Year's Eve in Kwara State, north-central Nigeria, heavily armed gunmen stormed the palace of a traditional ruler, shattering the peace of an entire Yoruba community. The attack happened around 8 p.m. at Dianiu in the Afin community, located in Ede district of Ifelodun Local Government Area, Kwara State. Inside the palace of Oba Simeon Olaonipekun, families had gathered to celebrate the new year. Then, strange movements were noticed outside. Moments later, panic broke out. Lights were switched off, doors were locked, people ran for cover. Then, gunshots. The attackers opened fire without hesitation, shooting sporadically and breaking down doors with frightening determination. About 8 heavily armed men forced their way into the palace. At least 10 people were inside, men, women, and children, hiding, trembling, praying, as bullets echoed through the night. Witnesses say the leader of the gunmen spoke fluent English, a disturbing detail that suggested this was not a random attack. These men came with a mission. They demanded to see the monarch. They repeatedly asked for his wife. As the shooting continued and property was destroyed, one of the king's sons reportedly came out of hiding, trying to prevent further bloodshed. Then, the unthinkable happened. Oba Simeon Olaonipekun emerged, likely hoping to protect those still hiding inside the palace. Instead, he was seized. His son, Ola, a serving member of the National Youth Service Corps, was also captured. Father and son were dragged away, at gunpoint, into the darkness.
The queen, the Olori, collapsed after the attackers fled and was rushed to the hospital. While early reports suggested she was shot, family sources say she required urgent medical attention due to the severe trauma of the ordeal. Shockingly, the community was almost defenseless. Only 2 vigilante members were on duty that night. They were completely overpowered by the attackers' superior weapons and numbers. The incident has been reported to multiple police formations, including divisions in the area and the Joint Local Security Network. The Kwara State Police Command has confirmed awareness of the abduction, stating that investigations are ongoing. This attack is not isolated. Just last November, another traditional ruler, the Ojora of Ayagunlai, Alhaji Kamilu Salami, was abducted from his farm in the same Ifelodun Local Government Area. He was held for weeks and released only after intense negotiations and the payment of a substantial ransom. Security analysts warn that forest border communities in Kwara State have become vulnerable hotspots for kidnappers who exploit dense terrain and limited security presence. As of this moment, there has been no contact from the abductors, no ransom demand, no proof of life. The Afin community is now appealing to the Kwara State government and all security agencies to intensify efforts to secure the safe release of their traditional ruler and his son. Behind this story is a wife lying in a hospital bed, a mother waiting for her child, children praying for their father, and an entire Yoruba community living in fear. The daring invasion of a royal palace on New Year's Eve sends a chilling message. When gunmen can strike with such confidence, even tradition, culture, and royalty are no longer safe. Nigeria is watching, and Kwara State is praying for a miracle.